Good day, guys. Thanks for visiting Richard's Corner. My name is Richard, and this is a Merry Christmas video for December 25th. Although I'm pre-recording this. So I'm pre-recording it because it is ramping up to the holidays, and I want to make sure that I wish my viewers on the 25th of December a very Merry Christmas from me and mine to all of you and yours. So in celebration of Christmas, without getting too religious or too sentimental or sappy, I want to just do another YouTube tag video, this time with various questions about Christmas. So without further ado, I want to do this Christmas YouTube tag with the following questions. Question number 1. What is my favorite Christmas film? I have to say that it's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's way over the top, and it's really, really funny and a little bit inappropriate for kids, but it is a lot of fun seeing Chevy Chase's desperate efforts to have the perfect Christmas with him and his extended family. Question number 2, have you ever had a white Christmas here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada? Yeah, we got lots of snow. So yes, we have white Christmases a lot of the time. This Christmas, so far, it's snowed a lot, but it's been very warm up to now. But according to the forecast, it's going to be probably pretty cold by the time you, here in Winnipeg anyway, by the time Christmas Day comes around. So it's probably going to be a white Christmas this year. Question number 3, where do you normally spend your holiday? We have Christmas twice. On Christmas Eve, we spend it at my parents' place, and on Christmas Day, we spend it at my common law's parents' place. So it's a really good balance, and we manage to get a lot of food and a lot of fun and a lot of presents and a lot of family all rolled into one over 2 days. So I'm really so looking forward to that. Question number 4, what is my favorite Christmas song? Well, there's a lot of non-religious kind of songs, and then there's a lot of religious ones. And I have to say that I like some of the religious ones. O Come, Emmanuel, and is one of my favorite songs, especially redone by a few people on YouTube. So that would have to be my very favorite song. Do you open presents on Christmas Eve? Question 5. Yes, I do. Like I said, we do presents and Christmas at my parents' place on Christmas Eve. So yes, I will open some presents on Christmas Eve. Can I name all of Santa's reindeer? I hope so. As I tried to do this without cutting away. Okay, so Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. Haha. Okay, yes, I did get them. Question 7. What holiday traditions are you looking forward to most this year? It's mostly the same itinerary every Christmas. We don't often do anything too wacky or too over the top, either at my family's place or at my common law's parents' place. But I am just looking forward to our gathering. My sister always has a really good idea for a fun gift exchange for the adults in the family, because we usually concentrate our gift giving to the kids only on my side. And then at my common law's parents' place, we have this awesome spread, and we spend the day lounging and grazing and opening presents at the beginning of the day, and then just sort of munching and visiting with each other throughout the whole day on Christmas Day. So just our usual family traditions. I'm totally looking forward to that. Is my Christmas tree real or fake? It is a fake tree. We live in a modest apartment. Although we could fit a small Christmas tree here, our apartment is also very hot. It runs very hot because we have an older gentleman in the building who insists that the building temperature be a little bit higher than what a normal person would want. Bless his heart, I'm sure he's a great guy, but it's warm in here a lot of the time, and it would dry up a tree way too quick. So in lieu of that, we do a fake tree, a pre-lit tree, so it even saves us time for decorating. Question 9. What is your all-time favorite holiday food or sweet treat? I have to say it's my mother-in-law's introduction of mandarin oranges and evaporated milk and sugar. I can't believe I never discovered that until I started doing Christmas at their place. And I love it. I love it to death. So every Christmas, I mean, I just can't help but have at least 5 or 6 oranges with cream and sugar in it. It's just it's a problem. At least I have a lot of vitamin C over the holidays. Okay, question 10. Be honest. Do you like giving gifts or receiving gifts better? I like giving. I do like giving. Of course, I love to receive things. But I mean, it's not about receiving, it's about trying to give if I can help it. And within my means, I try to give the best I can, and I try to show my love and appreciation for the people that I'm buying for, even if it's just for my kids. Of course, I buy some gifts for my partner and for some of the adults in my life that we usually buy gifts for every year. And yeah, I always try to put some thought into it, and I enjoy giving. Of course, I don't mind opening a great gift in return, but I mean, it's not the point of it. I give because I love to give it. So, question 11. What is the best Christmas gift I've ever received? That's a good question. I would have to say, I don't know. I've received all kinds of cool gifts over the years. Some that sort of channel my inner geek, a lot that channel just, a really thoughtful nature. Nothing really sticks out as far as like an awesome gift. I always appreciate any gift that someone gives me, but I don't have like an awesome favorite that sort of sticks out in my head. Mostly because I'm in a position where if I want something, I'm probably just going to buy it throughout the year. So, but whatever thought is put into a gift that I get at Christmas, I always appreciate it deeply. So there you go. Question 12. What would your dream place to visit be for the holiday season? That's a good question. I would love to see Disneyland at Christmas. Actually, that would be really, or Disney World. Actually, that resort at Christmas would be really phenomenal. I would love to see New York City in during Christmas, and just sort of seeing a true metropolis versus the big town-like city of Winnipeg. A big place like Toronto or New York would be just awesome to see at Christmas when it's all done up, and you see all the big box stores and the big department stores all done. I would love to see that. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, you know what? Hong Kong at Christmas time apparently is supposed to be stupendous. And London, yeah, some of these really big places would be awesome to see at Christmas time. Are you a pro present wrapper or do you fail miserably? Actually, I'm great at wrapping presents. I watch videos on how to save time on my wrapping, and I actually do a pretty good job. And origami is actually an old elementary school hobby of mine. So I love paper folding, and wrapping presents is nothing after you try to do some of the complicated things that I've done with paper. So yeah, I'm a wrapping pro if I had to choose between the two. Most memorable holiday moment? You know what? I will have to say, I remember a Christmas when I was maybe about 6 or 7, and we were at my mom's place, God rest her soul, and we like, my mom is one of like 8 uncles and aunts, like she's one of 8 siblings. So whenever we get together for Christmas on my mom's side of the family, it's a huge deal. Like it's an event. And I remember this one Christmas where every family member got me a board game. I don't know if it was just a sale at the department stores at the time, but I mean, I got like a copy of Monopoly, and I got a copy of Battleship, and I got a box of an old board game called Masterpiece, which is awesome, and just a bunch. Like I had a stack of board games for like years that I never, like, I got through all of them eventually, but it was just like, holy cow. Like, so that was a big Christmas moment as far as just presents. But I mean, like Christmas now is a lot different than it used to be. So as a childhood memory, that's probably one of the best Christmas like present getting that I've ever gotten. But Christmas nowadays, it's much more about family and faith, and I enjoy celebrating this my way very deeply. So anyway, so question 15, what made you realize the truth about Santa? And I think it didn't take much for me to understand that my parents were actually buying the gifts and not Santa. But I like the idea of him. I love the idea of his spirit and his giving spirit, and how he how his spirit works through us. That's how I think of it anyway. So my oldest has figured out that it's myself and his mom that picks up, gifts for him, but he doesn't wreck his youngest brother's image of it. So, and we appreciate that too. So the spirit of Santa works through us, and I love being part of that, and I love doing the giving part, and But I realized the truth not too long into my childhood, which was okay though. I was just happy to get presents, so that was just the young me at Christmas time. Question 16: do you make New Year's resolutions and do you stick to them? Actually, I do. I don't do resolutions. I actually do New Year's themes. So every New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, I set a theme for myself. And for the last 3 years, I've actually done different themes. The first theme I did 3 years ago was to make time for my small victories, make sure that I had time for that. My next one was doing new avenues, making sure that I made a conscious effort to find a new way of enjoying something or discovering something that I'd never tried before. And the third one that I've done is to step out of my comfort zone and allow myself to succeed or fail at something that I've always wanted to do, but I've always put off because I was scared to try. So I'm not sure what this year's theme is going to be, but I always make one and I always stick to it. And it's really been liberating, actually. A resolution seems really, like almost a ball and chain for your year, because if you don't succeed at it, then suddenly, you know, you feel like it's just another resolution that I messed up on. But if you make it a theme and you say that this year I'm going to just try to do this in my life, then yeah, it's easier to succeed because you have opportunities all the time throughout the whole year to try something new or to make a little time to get something done or to step out of your comfort zone a little bit and make a change, right? So it's really worked well for me, and I intend to make another theme for this year. In fact, I will share it with you when I determine that on New Year's Eve. So stay tuned for that. What makes the holiday special for you? It's all about family and food. I love food, but it really is about family and also taking a break from the everyday. We work in professional jobs and we actually get a little bit of a shutdown during Christmas, and it coincides with the school holidays, so it's time for me to spend with the boys and stuff like that. So I appreciate that. Like that's what makes it special for me, is that I can spend it with my family and reconnect with them on a regular basis for a couple of weeks versus sort of just after work or after school and stuff like that, where there's still so much to do after the normal day is done. So I think that's what makes it most special, is that it's an opportunity to connect with family and just remind one another that we love each other. What is my favorite holiday movie? I think I've already mentioned that. Oh, okay. Here we go. What's my favorite Christmas color? I think it's red. Although I like wearing green and gold. I actually have an ugly sweater that I made from a thrift shop. Surprise, surprise. And it had like gold and blue and all kinds of ridiculous bling to make it look very gaudy. But I do love red. Red is my favorite Christmas color. Do you like to stay in pajamas or dress up for Christmas? Oh, it really depends on the time. I like, dressing nice, decently, not like a slob at my parents' place. But at my in-laws' place, I love to, we get to dress up in pajamas for a good part of the morning. And then we dress up a little bit for our big Christmas meal. We're not going to be in pajamas at the table. So it really depends. It depends on just the time and our tradition, and that's when we'll do that. Let's see here. Have I ever built a gingerbread house? Not myself. I was part of a little team of it that did, when we did a country Christmas at church, a gingerbread house decorating challenge was issued to people, and we could join a little group and decorate a gingerbread house. I've never made one from scratch, though. Any Christmas wishes? Of course. I wish everyone, good tidings and all that for Christmas. I only wish the best for all of you viewers and all my friends and family. It's the time of year that Bill Murray said it best in Scrooge. This is the time of year where we become the best version of ourselves, and it's a time where we can try to remind ourselves to be part of the good part of the world, and for us to be part of the good rather than the hate. And there's a lot of that going around on social media especially. So my wish to you is to make a choice and be part of the good and be part of the hope and the love that we all need in the world. And, I hope that those little ripples of love expand into something that reaches far beyond what you think. Don't ever underestimate what your little good can do in the world. And I guess the last question I've got here, some of them are repeating because I'm splitting up between two here. But what's my favorite Christmas smell? I have to say it's the food. But I mean, Christmas baking drives me crazy. That makes me hungry all the time. But I love like all the hot meal stuff too. So turkey and all the trimmings and at my parents' place there's sometimes Filipino food too. So just home cooking, home baking, just the way to go at Christmas time. So this is Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for now and wishing all of you a very, very Merry Christmas. I hope that you guys have an awesome holiday. Doesn't matter how you celebrate or what you celebrate. All that matters to me is that you guys have an awesome Christmas season. So stay tuned for more videos. The playlists are all linked below. Nothing's shutting down for Christmas. Everything's still available online here. So check out my haul reveals. Check out my collection highlights, my Just Me vlogs, as well as my Overflow Marketplace. It's open 24 hours a day, YouTube. So just, if you guys are online during the Christmas season, I hope that you're enjoying yourself and you find some Christmas cheer in a video or with one another in person. Again, Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for now. Happy hunting, happy collecting. I hope that all of your thrifty finds throughout the season are equally awesome. Again, Merry Christmas to one and all, and we'll see you next time.